Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Welcome to CARWYN CELLARS, day 12 of their can vent box. So we're at the halfway mark. Cheers, Tater. Good to see you, brother. Today's beer is one from the almighty Range Brewing out of Brisbane, up in Queensland. And it's called Nice Out. Certainly isn't nice out here in Victoria at the moment. It's pretty average. A little bit wet out there and cold. It was good a few weeks ago. So this one says a classic range hazy with a twist, brewed for the iconic CARWYN CELLARS can vent, gone with the heavy dry hop of Citra Mosaic and Nelson Sauvin, with an extra dose of Pineapple Express terpenes. You know how much I've been loving the terpenes lately. Oh, hay fever. How you going? So yeah, it's a hazy with terpenes, this one. I've been enjoying them in West Coast, but let's see how it goes. It's got a good solid hop combo. So yeah, the old Pineapple Express. It'll add a bit of pineapple, but also some like dank weedy vibes. I've got my CARWYN CELLARS can vent glass. And let's pour it. It's only the small can, this one. It was the same with the Mountain Culture. I mean, just because, yeah, they're hype breweries, they're a bit more expensive than some of the others. They've gone the smaller cans. They probably have a particular budget they have to stick to. So, yeah, these guys are known for their hazies. They are brewing a lot more styles these days, which are good, but definitely one of the best hazy brewers in Australia. So it pours like a yellow. I'd say like a mild yellow, maybe a slight orange tinge to it. Looks quite light, like I'd say light to medium body. About a one finger head, maybe even less. Light carbonation. Let's get a whiff. Definitely pineapple. Some passion fruit as well. I'm getting that like gooseberry white grape thing from the Nelson. Sometimes you'll get like white grape, but you won't get the berry. This one, there's more of the berry. It's a little bit grassy, earthy, maybe even a touch of pine in this one, which is good. I'm not getting much of the like cannabis weedy character, but I'm certainly getting like huge pineapple. Ah, my nose isn't very good, so that doesn't help. Maybe a touch of peach there as well. Sweet peach. Yeah, it's got some sweetness on it, but I feel like it'll be like dry in the finish. I feel another sneeze coming on. I'm a mess. Good old night shift. It really gets a hold on you. So yeah, it's got that soft and pillowy look to it. As I said, fairly light. It's going to be like a crushable lower ABV IPA. I didn't actually say the percentage. 6.4. And just like simple, groovy sort of can artwork. Let's go a taste, shall we? Cheers. Cheers, Daniel. Good to see you, boys. Oh, certainly got a like a candy like flavour. Like candied pineapple. Or even, yeah, like when you go to a supermarket and you get the pineapple in a tin, that's what it sort of reminds me of. It's got that real, like, big, vibrant, like, sweet flavour. Mmm, quite tasty. Like with Idaho 7, you always get this huge pineapple punch, but you get like the earthiness and that herbaceous note as well. Whereas this is more of like a nice sort of just juicy, sweet tropical pineapple without everything else. So it's good to try the strain in a hazy. It's certainly all the rage at the moment, the old terpenes. I love it. Cheers, Stewie, and cheers, John. Good to see you, boys. I've been drinking a lot of West Coast IPAs with the terpene extract of different like weed strains of late. It's all the rage here in Australia. I'm not sure if it's to go in the US and the UK, but yeah, normally it's in West Coast or real like bitter, like dank, hop forward beers. But yeah, it's in a like a light hazy here, and it works pretty well. It's just all about getting that ratio right. You want it to be in there and present, but you don't want it to like take over the other characters of the beer. It's just amazing how many beers I've bought lately that have had terpenes added, and like half of them I didn't even know. I just buy them, and then I'm like, oh, here we go, another terpene beer. So yeah, Pineapple Express. I think most people are familiar with that one. Yeah, it gives off like a slightly tart vibe as well. It's definitely like very sort of zingy. But yeah, soft mouthfeel, initially sweet, finishes fairly dry. It's got a little touch of like that dankness and like weedy character on the finish, but yeah, I think it's more about the fruit. Would have been awesome if it had, yeah, like a touch more sort of pine and like that cannabis note. Yeah, it's good to see. I just haven't seen many of the American boys like reviewing them. Like I've done shitloads of them, and I'm sort of like, is it only a thing in Australia? Just because I haven't seen like out of all the US guys like I follow, I just haven't seen many terpene stuff, or should I say, much terpene stuff. Get yourself a few, John. I want to see your take on it, buddy. I think it works really well with West Coast. You get like a terpene extract, like one of the Kushes, put it in with like a really dank and bitter Westy, like that's got like the old school sea hops. It's awesome. It really rocks my boat. So yeah, day 12 of CanVet for CARWYN Cellars. So I'm at the halfway mark. Um, the Mountain Culture one, the brewery one I've only just started that, so I'm on day 4, I think. So I'll do that review probably soon. Yeah, a bit of a zombie this morning, just coming off night shift and I was going to go on Beer Man show like I normally would, but yeah, just feeling a bit out of it this morning. I sort of just didn't want to rush. It is only bloody 10 a.m. here, and I've only had an hour's sleep since I've come home from night shift, so I'm just sort of in that mood where I'd rather just do my own thing. So yeah, coming up will be the Mountain Culture Day 4 beer, and then yeah, see what else happens. I might even review something else because I've got a heap of other beers just sitting there, and because like I've just been doing the Advent stuff, they're all sort of getting left aside. I've got some American stuff too, so I need to get onto them. Cheers, Lee. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully, all is well in the Liverpool area. Yeah. So, score for this one. I mean, it's like your solid range IPA. Most of the ones I tend to go for are more in the sort of 7 to 8%. This one's only 6.4, so it's sort of low end IPA. I do like the terpene inclusion. I think that I actually think they've got the amount sort of spot on. But yeah, I just sort of hoped for more of that cannabis danky, like weedy thing. I think it just elevated the tropical fruit, to be honest. So yeah, I'd probably say I'm going to say a 4.25 out of 5. I mean, yeah, if it was a double IPA and it had, yeah, like I don't know, one of the Kush, like your Blackberry Kush or something like that, with the same sort of hop combo, it would have been unreal. I feel like the Nelson in this beer shines. As I said, you get that berry note that you get from Nelson sometimes, as well as the white grape. Mosaic, it's very rare to get that blueberry these days. It's a bit like Galaxy with the passion fruit. It just doesn't hit like it used to. Those damn bushfires ruined our hops. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah, what did I say? 4.25 for Nice Out by Range Brewing out of Brisbane. One of our top breweries, I'd say. And yeah, this one was just a straight IPA, 6.4% hazy style with terpenes added. Cheers. And yeah, look out for my mountain culture review soon and maybe something else. Thanks, guys. Later.